her mom to walk you? Just have her. You can walk her down. Walk her down.
Mel.
Lars and Ashley would like to thank everybody for being here tonight.
Except my brother.
Except his brother Niels. Email a copy of that video to everybody here tonight. That's awesome. Thank you.
Then I hate the rest of you.
Does he have his camera? Do you have your camera?
Need this?
Yes. Okay, good.
No.
No.
We're good.
No, you're good. I just got a selfie here. Okay.
Oh, and real quick, the car wreck that you saw in the video, Lars was 7, or 6 or 7. Called in my parents' car, said, "Hey, it's the dealership." I was 4.
That's
right into the neighbor's house.
And that's the reason why we
And actually, it was made in Dallas. It was made in Dallas. It was in Dallas.
We're here to celebrate not only his 50th.
That's why we have safety interlocks now.
Not only his 50th, but a much more special, which probably wouldn't be eligible if he wasn't 50. Ashley, would you like to come up and join us? Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage, that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream, and love, true love, will forever follow you forever. So treasure your love. Dearly beloved, we are actually gathered here today on this beautiful day to celebrate and witness the Hochzeit of Ashley and Lars in holy matrimony. This is a day of great celebration and reverence on which we come together before God and recognize and commemorate the sacred love and dedication shared between these two people. It is wonderful to have friends here to join us today. The bride and groom would like to thank you all for being here and would like you to know that each of you were invited here on this day because you played such an integral role in their development. As the Bible reminds us in Corinthians, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails, and now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. In the time that Ashley and Lars have spent together, they've built a sturdy foundation for a lifelong relationship. After a great deal of thoughtful consideration, they have decided to bind themselves to one another for the rest of their lives. May you all remember and cherish this sacred ceremony. On this day, with love, we will forever bind Ashley and Lars together.
Break. Right here.
You're really getting married.
Guests, marriage is a sacred yet joyful ceremony. Today we observe the union of these two people with the respect the occasion warrants. What we honor with reverence, however, we also celebrate with great joy. For married life, a shared life, is a tremendous blessing. Now as Ashley and Lars embark on their journey together, they will be able to nurture a love that makes each other of them better versions of themselves. Marriage is indeed the perfect garden from which to sow and harvest personal growth. Ashley and Lars, learn to work together, to laugh together, and to love together. Don't get caught up in worldly things that will draw you apart. Instead, focus on your shared devotion and turn inward. As your relationship strengthens, you will find that you come to share a remarkable love. a love that is both abundantly given and freely accepted. The joy you'll find as you pursue your shared lives will fuel you to face head-on challenges that you'll encounter on this earth. On your journeys together, keep your spouse in the space of highest priority in your heart. The love you share must be guarded and cherished. It is your most valuable treasure. Under the eyes of God, I solemnly consecrate these matrimonial proceedings and the sacred covenant that you shall enter on this day. Marriage is an ancient rite. As you enter this union, you are choosing to take part in a historical human establishment and are pledging your commitment before the witnesses present here today and enter that tradition with honor. In Ephesians, Jesus taught us, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined unto his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. Ashley and Lars, the sacred vows that you make to one another today present you with the opportunity to express your love in your own words. I would now invite you to publicly declare these vows. Ashley, you may go first.
I, Ashley, take you, Lars,
I, Ashley, take you, Lars,
for my lawfully wedded husband,
for my lawfully wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for
for
worse,
richer, for poor.
for richer, for poor.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad,
I promise to be good to you in good times and bad,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will love you and honor you all the days of my life,
I will honor you and love you all the days of my life,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my son.
Lars. I, Lars, take you, Ashley,
I, Lars, take you, Ashley,
for my lawfully wedded wife,
for my lawfully wedded wife,
to have and to hold, from this day forward,
to have, to hold, and to stay forward,
for better, for worse,
for better or worse,
for richer, for poor.
for richer or poor.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad,
I promise to be good to you, good times and bad,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will love you and honor you
I will love you and honor you
all the days of your life,
all the days of your life,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
This is my solemn vow.
As you wish.
Under the eyes of God, Ashley, do you take Lars to be your lawfully wedded husband? By making this commitment, you are joining in the sacred covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor him in love, to be sensitive to his needs, to comfort him in difficulty, and put your full and complete trust in him, so long as you both shall live?
As you wish.
Lars, under the eyes of God, do you take Ashley to be your lawfully wedded wife? By making this commitment, you are joining in the covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor her in love, to be sensitive to her needs, to comfort her in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in her, so long as you both shall live?
As you wish.
To commemorate this union, you may now exchange rings. The circle formed by each ring symbolizes your eternal love and commitment to one another. Let these rings remind you both always of the love and promises you have made here on this day. Ashley, repeat after me.
I, Ashley, give you Lars,
I, Ashley, give you Lars,
this ring as a symbol of my love
this ring as a symbol of my love
and my commitment.
and my commitment.
With this ring, I do wed.
With this ring, I do wed.
I, Lars, give you Ashley,
I, Lars, give you Ashley,
this ring as a symbol of my love.
give you this ring as my love and commitment.
With this ring, I do wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church and by the state of Delaware, I pronounce you, Ashley, and Lars as wife and husband, lawfully wedded before God. Lars, you may now kiss the bride, forever sealing your union. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Lars and Ashley Granholm.
Yeah, that just happened.
Surprise!
DJ hit it up one time.
This thing is a surprise party.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make it extra official. Dancing for the first time as husband and wife. The brand new Mr. and Mrs. Lars and Ashley Granholm.